Hang on. Move to your right a little bit so you're in the line. Sweet. Alright, companies. You can all hear me, hopefully. You have Arrow Company. Arrow Company is our main attack company. They go in first. They're the tip of the spear, doing reconnaissance work for us during our operations, and then making sure the path ahead of us is clear. Bastion Company. Bastion Company is the defense in our operations. In the areas that we take over or places that we have marked for us to settle down, Bastion Company will be there to build it up and defend it against all enemies. Cinder Company. Cinder Company is the armored company, so they drive our tanks and armored vehicles such as the Lehman Russ or a Chimera. Then there's the Dog Company. Dog Company houses all the conscripts and the instructors. There's Errant Company. Errant Company is our elite shock troop Kasrikan forces. Then there's the Foxtrot, which is not Foxtrot, sorry, Falcon Squadron. They do all the flying for us, so they'll fly you to different operations, fly to different areas, wherever you need to go. During ops, if there's no respawn point set down, you can go over 48, just politely request for a Falcon guy to pick you up if there is one. And then, last but not least, we have Adeptus Mechanicus. So they do like logistical work, so running up supplies, gathering ammunition for all of the Cadians, and sometimes they might, bless your weaponry and such.
Okay, yeah, I'll let them
know. Right, so our company, Bastion Company, Cinder Company is open for you to join from the start. Dog Company is only that's a choice. Up to you. If you want to try being an instructor, you can ask at the end if you can join Dog or not. And then if you do decide to join Dog, you'll be a training instructor until they accept you into becoming a full-fledged instructor. I think so. Yeah, Errant's closed at the moment, so that's a tryout kind of situation.
Don't even bring up that company to them. They only need to know about the 3.
Okay.
Frank tried Raptor. Your kits just glitch at one point. You lag out at one point.
Yes, I was in the BCT yesterday or the day before. Got about halfway through.
I was asking about your kit.
Day before.
About it.
I was asking about your kit.
Right, that being said, do any of you have any questions that you would like to ask me?
No. Give me a favor.
Anyone in this line? Any questions?
If you have it saved.
Questions?
Nope, no questions.
There you go, you're all good now.
Yeah,
any questions, sir?
Yeah, if you didn't know, you were missing your shoulder armor.
Yeah, what's up?
Man.
How would one go about joining Falcon?
So, in order to try get to Falcon, I'm pretty sure you have to join one of the 2 basic companies first, Arrow or Bastion. Once you've got to one of those,
turn your thing off.
talk to your higher-ups, like an NCO, for example, about becoming Falcon, like, ask the process.
Which of the 2 that should I join first? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So you can either join Arrow Company or Bastion Company, and then just ask your NCOs how to get to Falcon. Well, I'm pretty sure you have to be in that company for at least a week or so before you can officially make the change.
Gotcha. That's all.
No problem. Alright, any further questions before we start moving?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't know the Kinect still worked on the Xbox. Like that, like, damn.
That's frozen.
Holy fuck. What kind of mic did the guy have?
He had the kind that they used back in 1600s.
Oh, that's a clever joke.
It must be rocking the cup and string technique.
He was talking through an HL 138 headset.
Yes.
He was already in Falcon Company. He had a fucking jet engine in his goddamn computer.
Usually you can stand at ease. You don't need to be at attention. So many beautiful new conscripts. That's interesting.
There's two conscripts standing back over there. I'm gonna just wait I'm gonna wait to see how long it takes for him to notice. Everyone else is over here. What is up?
Can you put down an arsenal box for me? Please.
Yeah, I wonder why that dude's missing his leg armor. Chud.
Alright. Put this on. Sweet. Go save that in the box.
ECA and Conbear, your kits are also... I know you guys probably lagged out at one point. You might have to refresh your kit from this box.
Chinook. Alright, ECA. Go ahead and pick this up really quick, and then save it in the box. There you go. Like Arma.
Hey, Crimson, can you
Behind you.
step forward a little bit so I can get by?
Yep. And then save it. Is your leg armor you need? Oh no, you got it. Okay, that's a quick little heads up before we go down there. So when we get there, there's going to be some bleachers. Do not sit down on the bleachers because it'll bug your audible, so it'll be a little bit harder for you guys to hear me. So just take a knee on it, or if you want, stand or do the sit animation, but don't actually sit down on it when it gives you the option. Let's see.
Yeah, start.
Shark, you have permission to stand at ease. Good luck. ECA, come out. Where? Put these on. Oh, and take these as well. Alright. Okay, save that. Yep. Perfect.
Alright, Ethan, I'll bring him over in 10 minutes.
Awesome sauce.
I'll bring him over in 10 minutes.
Good. Yes, you don't need your gun out, you can put it away.
If Ethan hasn't already said, just remember the dudes in your line. That is your team. For this.
I was going to do that when we got there.
You know the drill. Well, let them know now, because sometimes you got drilled into their heads.
Okay.
I'm sure they're all smart.
As you might have heard from the commissar, remember the people in your line, myself, Ben, or the other instructors won't be there to hold your hand and guide you into remembering who your teammates are. So get a good look at them. Make sure you remember the people. People in the front, you'll be the team leader. So Star, Team 1, Crimson, Team 2, Fox, Team 3, Shark, Team 4. Remember your team numbers, as it will be crucial towards other things that we might start doing during your training. Speak.
Should we just change our names to different colors?
You can do that if you want. Yeah, that works.
We can
so if you want, you can change your colors. So it's up to you guys to decide what color.
Right. Team 1, let's do green.
Team 2 will do red. How do we do that?
Do blue. There's already red.
Oh, how did you change the color?
You guys do... Okay, are you on console or are you on PC?
PC.
I'm not sure what the keybind is for PC. I mean,
It's
for
the home
console.
button.
There you go, home button.
On console, it's start and left on D-pad.
Okay, so start paladin, we're yellow, I guess. Okay.
Should be right.
Did we find out what it was for PC again?
I'm actually going over it right now. It's the home button.
Alright, Team 2's blue.
AMAC and Grok, let's switch to
I'm sorry,
to
how
yellow.
do I do it again? I'm sorry.
Sorry?
PC or
PC, it's
controller?
home button.
What? I don't...
have you got
I don't have a home button.
I got one more conscript back here for you.
It's above your end button, above your keypad.
BCT hasn't started yet.
Did someone say my name there?
Yeah, switch to yellow team.
Yellow team, alright.
Grok, you as well.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone know where the BCT is going to be held? Like where we should go with?
Simon, if you need to go into your settings and change your keybind.
I changed the color.
I don't know who's on that. Typically the BCT happens at the end of the runway all the way over there. So, good luck.
The op is ready if y'all want to get to the briefing area.
What about you, Haas?
Milky didn't listen.
He's touched by chaos. Shoot him.
Make your names green.
How the fuck do we make our names green?
If you guys haven't, I need you to put your name as well if you're changing.
Oh, Hey, Tito, if you can fill the gap.
Is the brief happening inside or outside?
And then whoever your guys' brief is Eco. If you want to get your name back, do period name, and then type whatever name you had. You also need to move forward whenever you get a chance.
Oh, your shoes.
You need to, the period goes, it's just like how you type in the period prefix at command. You did it right, almost.
Get lined up. Get lined up.
I accidentally put a space bar button.
There you go.
Why are you not color coordinated?
Don't worry too much about color coordination, guys. I appreciate what you guys are doing. But it's like scratching
These
nails on
three
chalkboard.
that just got into line. Remember who your team leader is, which is the person at the front of your formation. Remember the people in your line.
Yeah, Rapture, it's, I think, different squads, so.
I call him, buddy.
Yeah, but we're in different squads, so it won't show.
All these separate columns are,
you're in a different one. You're not in dog. You're in one.
It's your little BCT fire team for the day. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But your mic is kind of like buggy right now. It's like robotic-y.
Yeah, it happens that with someone, and the comments was the same thing for me.
I'll be right back in a jiffy.
Yeah, you swapped spots that I did as well.
Yes.
Okay, so it's all you guys who are currently lined up right now. Are you guys all on the Discord?
Nope. I am.
Yeah.
Of course.
Crimson
I am.
is.
If you're not, you're wrong.
Discord's in the top right. It's just
Low-key
Cadian.
did not hear any, like half of you. So some of you guys aren't in, most of you guys are in. Is this the general consensus?
Sounds about right. Yep.
Right. Yeah, it's very easy. The Discord link is on the top right of of your screens. If you just search up KD8 on Discord, you'll most likely find it. Lost a few people, just fill in the gaps. Not a big deal. Hey Viking, you can move to this line here. Even out everything. And please do not worry about sending your names with conscript or any prefixes in there. You're getting new names right after this anyway. Don't worry about that. So, I do want to ask who here actually just, wants to go through this and become a guardsman. It takes like at least an hour, if less.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I personally do. Yeah.
I would love
Crimson
to.
does.
What did he say?
Someone's chipmunking.
Commissar, sir. Why is there a frog speaking?
Interesting. I know, am I coming in clear?
Yeah, you're coming clear.
Right. I know some of you guys have been trying for days to do this. So, I mean, glad to see some of you that you know who you are. Now, and who here was just dragged here because they saw a bunch of conscripts and decided to line up with a bunch of conscripts? Right. Well, I'm gonna be very transparent with you. If you just want to chill on the server as a guest, you're more than welcome to get out of this line and chill as a conscript. We don't force everyone to join the unit. Guests are more than welcome to stay no matter what, and they're allowed to join our official operations. And to those of you who do want to become guardsmen, good on you, the Emperor protects. So, we're gonna start now actually, after this dude gets his carapace armor off his shoulders.
No, drop your shoulder plates. And drop your shin pads as well. Or is that just your boot? Yeah, drop your boots. Oh wait, no, your boots again. Never mind, my bad. Right, come over to this side. Right, pick these up.
Right. So I am going to ask again at the very end of this, when you guys get your role assignments, names and shit, change your guards and shit.
Save it.
I'll say this again. Please be in the Discord. Just makes it a lot easier for yourselves. Makes it a lot easier for me because I'll be giving you your roles. How are we doing today, by the way?
Doing good, sir.
Good, comrade.
Doing good, sir.
Good, Commissar.
Yeah. Waiting for that guy to get settled, and we'll here we go. All right, Gala, don't worry. I can literally just shove. I can literally shove you back in. Don't worry.
Pull back into line, please.
Alrighty.
There you go. All right. All right, Ethan. No late joins, okay?
I know.
And you're ready to get these guys started.
Sweet. Alright.
Cool then. Teleporting us now.
Alright. Go take a knee on those bleachers, but do not sit down. Don't actually sit. Great. Awesome.
Hey, those of you who are part of the 4th team, I put another set of bleachers there for you guys. So you guys can stay together.
Anyone on blue?
I will correct you if I see any mistakes.
No, it's green.
Right now, you got this, right? You can do this.
Yeah. Alright.
Rock, join our
Fox Hunter, you have a mic?
Before you continue, Ethan, let me just say something to these guys real quick. Alright, you guys all listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a couple things before we start. Please don't sit on those bleachers, actually, because they 85% of the time will glitch you out, and you will not hear us, and we will not hear you. Hold on, Verizon. Take off your mask. Yeah, I appreciate the response, actually. That was great.
Comrade, the Fox Hunter, the team leader of this because it doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, so now you're the new team leader.
Oh.
With a mic like that too, yeah, that'll be great. No one can miss you. So, anyway, you guys are to listen to Guardsman Ethan here. I'm Commissar Ben. I'm the Commissar for Dog. I'm probably the nicest Commissar on the server. If you guys have any questions, concerns about other shitheads on the server, please come to me. Yep. You guys are to treat Ethan with respect. He's putting his time aside just like you're all putting your time aside for us, right? And we appreciate your time here. So, and Guardsman Flame here is someone I didn't know existed until today. He'll be watching, but he'll also be standing by to help you guys out whenever he can. But right now, it's on Ethan's hands, okay? So please be respectful for him so we can get this done smoothly. Any questions, please ask me or Ethan. Good to go.
Alright. Conscripts, welcome to your BCT. Today, I will be your instructor, joined by Commissar Ben, as stated, and there's Flame there as well. During this training, I do request that you all maintain an atmosphere of respect, not towards just myself, but towards each other. This should be running smoothly. I don't want any beef between other people, and that should go smoothly for everyone. Right. So, if you don't know already, you are taking part in the Cadian 8th. This is a group set in the Warhammer 40k universe. Basically, everything is out to kill you. Our homeworld has been destroyed. We are trying to kill everything in order to get vengeance back for our homeworld, Cadian. Right. So, let's start beginning. Right, so behavior. Everyone, as I said, we should be respecting each other. Put your map away. You don't need to be looking at anything. So, as I said, yeah, respect.
For the people that died, there's a spawn point at the fucking area now.
That could mean, you know, paying attention, for example, when I'm speaking to you, so you're not looking at your maps, or you're not looking around, you're looking at me, you're listening to me, paying attention so you don't miss anything, and I know that you're paying full attention. If you do need to go AFK, by the way, just take a knee and step to the side, so I know you're not, like, dandling around on your phone or something. Right, we'll be going over the Vox etiquette, by the way. If you don't know what Vox is, Vox means a radio. So, radio etiquette. When you're using a radio, you'll be speaking out on 42 probably, during this. When you do speak, you should be talking with a clear line of communication. What do I mean by this? What I mean is, when you get on your radio and you're about to speak, you should know what you're going to say so that there is no issues when you're communicating it unless you have some sort of verbal disability. So, for example, if I'm on the radio and I need to tell Ben over there that my group is in trouble. This is Guardsman Ethanos 2389. This is our company. We are currently having trouble against some heritable guardsmen, and we are being pinned down at this position, and such and such. So there should be no as, or hesitation. It needs to be something quick and simple so that a next person can speak over the radio and get out some important information. On the terms of important information as well, I doubt any of you will probably ever use this unless you're in a high-ranking position, but it's good to teach you now. When you're speaking and you need to get out some vital information over the radio for the operation, it's good to go ahead and just say, clear, 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 and then say what you need to say. Clear, 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 meaning that people know to shut up, and you can deliver your vital information. If it's not vital, you're probably going to get beasted, and you're looking at some serious trouble. Alright. Teamwork. As you see, you are assigned into 4 different teams. You should be able to remember the people in your team because you're going to be working closely with them. If you can't remember that, you're not going to be able to work well here and thrive inside of the Cadian 8th. I don't know why you're looking behind you, I'm not over there. So, as I was saying, you need to be able to work well together. That way, because, you know, we don't have any issues when it comes to you guys being actual guardsmen and you're not fucking over your battle buddy. Or, worse, maybe a squad, maybe a platoon, maybe more. Alright. Now, we're going to go ahead and quickly recite an oath. So, I'm going to say a few words, I'll tell you to copy it after me. Right. So, whatever I say, I want you to say back to me. I swear.
I swear.
That I will.
Fulfill my duty.
Fulfill my duty.
Shall defeat all enemies.
Defeat all enemies.
Of the Emperor and avenge Cadia.
Of the Emperor and avenge Cadia.
Death will my duty end. Ave Imperator.
Death will my duty end. Ave Imperator.
Perfect. There you go. That's an oath. Nice and easy. Now you've sworn your full-fledged loyalty to Cadia, the Imperium, and the Emperor. You're already getting off somewhere good here. That was simple. I didn't hear any issues with that. You guys might be a good group. Alright. Now, gonna move on here to how to stand in a formation. So, as you saw earlier, I put you guys in a 4-man front. So we had 4 people in the front with a few people lining up behind them. When you're in these formations, so that you're gathered up in, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but outside of the hangar where that destroyed wall is, which should be a full wall, there is some, like, drain pipes, like drain lines along the floor, and there's a few of them. So that is for the different companies to line up on. You've got Arrow, Bastion, Cinder, Dog, Errant, and Falcon. So on those lines, for example, let's say you've got Dog here. I'm going to line up on the line. You're going to go to Military and the emote wheel. So in order to do that, you're going to press down on the right bumper and then the right joystick on controller, go to Military and At Ease. On PC, you're going to tap the little squiggly line, the tilde, and it's going to come up with the emote wheel. Then you use your cursor, go to Military, and At Ease. It should look like this. Your legs are apart, and your hands are behind your back, crossing over one another. This is an At Ease. So that's how you should be standing in formations when you're gathering, or trying to speak to one another, or you've been given the command to form up. Alright. Now, moving on again. Let's go over the quick rule of radio, by the way. Should have said this earlier. There should only be one person talking over the radio. The reason why is so that we don't end up having glotted comms. We're able to understand each other very clearly, and we can get around quick information. We're going to move on to maps. So, if you guys want to open up your map for me, if you zoom in where we are on our position, you can see that there are quite a few squares, and then, well, you can kind of see it already because of the new update, but you've got 6 numbers. These are called your 6 digits, and that is your current coordinate, or that grid square. So, if someone asks you for your position or to read out a grid square, you're going to do so as you can see it there. So, 0, 1, 9, break, 0, 4, 4. Not too slow, not too quick, so it's easy to understand. The reason we also say 9 is because we have some people here that see 9 as in being no, and the reason why we say break is so that people know that we are moving on to the next set of transmission for the coordinates. I'm going to put down a few markers around the map, and I want you to read out the coordinate on that marker. So I'll pick one of you, so just wait a minute.
Zero.
I didn't ask you to read yet. I appreciate the, eagerness. Right, who was the person that started reading?
It was me, sir. I'm sorry.
It's alright, don't worry. I appreciate the eagerness. I just needed you to wait a bit. Right, if you want, you can go ahead and continue. Give me that first one.
0, 0, 9er. Break. 0, 3, 8.
Perfect. Right. See. Okay. Who do we have? Let's get some from this side. Jovian, oh, sorry. If I butchered your name there.
You're right.
So if you look to our right, just near the tip, give me that one.
0, 2, 6, break, 0, 3, 6.
Sweet. That was perfect, thank you. And for the last one, we'll get... oh, that's a familiar two names there. Let's get Grok to do it. Grok, go ahead and give us that last one. Grok?
I don't think he has a mic.
No, he does. Grok? Is your mic working, bud, or...? You might be muted. Oh yeah, I just asked Raptor then. Raptor, go ahead and give us that last one.
Roger. It is 022 break 054.
Perfect. Thank you. Right. So, as you can see, you've all demonstrated to me that you should be able to read them out quite easily. No biggie. Nice and simple. Perfect. Now, let's move on. Gonna be going... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Just got a message. Alright, we're fine. Right. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our simple movement. So, if everyone wants to just move off the bleachers down here. Alright. So this one should be nice and easy. Everyone should know this. It's nothing too big or difficult. It's just simple movement. So, you've got walking. Walking looks like this. You're just slowly pushing down the joystick. I'm not exactly sure how it works on PC, because I don't really use a keyboard.
On keyboard or on your PC is your scroll wheel. That dictates your...
Yeah, there you go. And then you've got sprinting. Sprinting looks like this. You know, running around, back and forth. Nothing too bad. Right. You've got a jog. So for jogging, you're pushing the forward on the joystick. So just looking like this. And once again, I'm pretty sure it's the scroll wheel for mouse and keyboard. Stamina. This is a good thing to know. Stamina. Stamina determines about how long you are able to run and jump for. We don't have a stamina here thing, so you can run forever and ever. If you guys open up your inventories, I don't know if you will have it or not, but there's something called personal belongings. Personal belongings looks like a little document that shows, that you guys are able to run. If you don't have that, you will start running slowly. You don't need to do push-ups. You'll start running slowly. Moving slower, or you're not going to be able to jump as well. So it's important to have those personal belongings because it removes the weight that you have on your body from all the kit that you'll be carrying around on you. Right. Now, moving on again. I'm gonna go over a stance. So, if you don't know what stance is, stance means standing positions, prone positions, and crouching. So, as you can see now, like all of you here, I'm in a standing position. This is the crouch. Rest assured, you use the C button on your keyboard, or the B button on console, or the circle on PlayStation. And then if you hold down on that button, you go into a prone position, laying down on your stomach. Once again, B on Xbox, and circle on PlayStation. Then, if you hold the button down again, press the button, sorry, and then press it again, you're standing up. Sweet, nice and easy, we got that. Now, opening inventory. In order to open the inventory, the console, you don't need to do jumping jacks. I appreciate the exercise, but to open the inventory, you press on the back button. Yeah, I'm not sure what that looks like on PlayStation. But for Xbox players, it's like the little two windows. You press that, and it comes up with your inventory. You see your helmet, your jacket, your armor, your pants, the backpack, and your unloading vest. You can move stuff around by pressing A on a category, then pressing A again on the item, and then you can move it around to different areas. In order to do that, on PC, you press the tab button and simply use your cursor to pick up an item and just move it around to somewhere else. In order to see where to move things, or how to drop things, or how to equip things, just look in the bottom left of your inventory and it shows you the keybind. You don't need to walk on the spot, so let me just quickly say this now. All of you guys, you don't need to be doing any emotes, except for just looking at me and paying attention. I should not be seeing jumping jacks, push-ups, or anything like that. I appreciate the eagerness to stay fit, but we'll be going over some stuff. I should mention this, actually. Okay, yeah. As Cadians, you're all one team. Being in 4 teams, it just makes it easier to organize you guys, but we are all Acadian. I'm Acadian, you're Acadian, those guys over there are Acadian. So we are all one Cadian together, meaning you all share the same punishment. If you decide to push me enough or upset any of these guys, I will punish you if I have to, in order to make sure that you guys understand the consequences of your actions. Alright. Oh, reloading. So you want to pull out your guns? If you hold the R button on PC, or hold the X button on the controller, you can see your gun. You can detach a scope, detach a muzzle, attach a muzzle, and then you can also attach magazines. So, let's all just put in our magazine, if it's not in already. Alright, inspect the gun again, and then remove the magazine. Awesome, that's nice, I like that, that's perfect. Right, in order to just simply reload it, you just press X or R on it, and then you've got your magazine in the gun. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the magazine one more time. Perfect. Alright, once you guys have got that done, we'll be going over the medical part. Alright. Now, moving on to medical. This will sort it out. Okay, perfect. Right. If you look in my hand, you can see I'm holding a bandage. This is a bandage, but okay, he's going okay, it's fine. Alright. If you see here, this is a bandage. This is to stop bleeding permanently. So as soon as you apply it, the bleeding should stop after a while once you've officially got it on. Moving on here. Some of you guys might have this, some of you might not. You might see it if you choose to grab it. It's not really a big necessary thing, and people don't use it that much anyway, but this is called a tourniquet. Tourniquet stops bleeding, but it's only temporary. Drop the goggles, milk. One of you want to pick that up for me? Thank you. Alright. Nope. There you go. Under this guy. Alright. This is tourniquet, so it temporarily stops bleeding on a person. So as soon as you remove it, you go back to bleeding. If a person has been hit by explosive, for example, their body is probably going to be quite cooked if they survived. So they might have bleeding in multiple areas. You can use a tourniquet to apply it to a limb so that you can focus on areas of the body, especially as the chest. On the chest, you cannot apply a tourniquet, meaning you have to bandage it, especially with the head. The only places you can tourniquet are the legs and the arms. Right. Now, moving on. You got this little red needle. None of you should be injecting each other, by the way. This is called morphine. Morphine is a pain suppressant. So, when you guys wake up, if you're on con, you might notice your screen flashing white. That means you're in pain and you need a morphine. You should only really inject yourself with morphine. And, if you're gonna inject someone else, make sure they say that they have, permission. They're giving you permission to do it for them. Alright, we're gonna go over a little scenario in a medical situation where we'll use our two basic tools. Alright, you've come across a guy, he's down on the floor, he looks like this, moving around like this, he's on con. So, you're gonna get up to him, you look at the torso, and it should say check injuries. You hold down with the prompt that it shows you, and it'll show you his injuries, like, let's say heavy bleeding, for example, and a class 3 hemorrhage, which I'll go over at the end, and moderate pain. So, let's say he's got bleeding in his chest, so we're just going to patch up his chest. There you go, the bleeding's done with a bandage, and you might notice that he's not waking up. So, if you look at the arms, or the neck, or the leg, not really the leg, mainly the arms and the neck, you can check someone's pulse.
Ethan.
Not this?
You're good. You've already done, you taught him enough. It's alright.
Okay. Alright.
Get him over to phase 3.
Alright, guys. Alright, sweet. Alright, come on, guys. Follow me. Weapon drills. Over here, guys. Let's go.
We're racing.
Before we do actually line up...
Ethan, you're chipmunking.
That's a quick term you guys should know. If you don't know already, chipmunking means your voice is all high-pitched. Demoning means your voice is really deep. Right, before I ask you to line up on those sandbags, I'm going to have you guys line up in your teams. So, remember your teams. We'll have Team 1 going from the far left, and then ending with Team 4 on the right. Go.
Verizon, get in front.
Team 2 on me.
Yeah. Which front?
You're right on.
Okay.
Alright, so this is
over here.
Switch to the one squad. It has 99 slots.
Over here.
Box over here.
Getting the line up behind me.
This is the right.
I didn't know if they wanted us left to right or back.
Number 4 be here.
Shelby, and you're with me now?
Yeah.
You gotta redo your color.
I'm sure they'll let us know if we did wrong.
What?
Okay. Good. Great. Perfect.
What?
Right. Welcome to the range. We're going to be going over a few rules before we do anything here. So, for starters, when you are at a range or around another person, when you have your gun out in a combat scenario, try not to point it at your friendly unless you have the intent to kill him because he suddenly decides he wants to be a heretic. So that is the only time you should ever point your firearm at another fellow Cadian. Alright. Now, we've got firing modes. So, on consoles, if you tap button, it switches between auto, semi, auto, semi, auto, semi. So auto shows you about, a few bullets stacked on top of each other. Semi is a single bullet. Not sure what the keybind is for PC though.
V.
It's V.
Oh yeah, V. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Right. Yeah, so V is to switch between semi and full auto. Now, one needs to know this as well. When you are going into combat during operations, the only time you should be using full auto is if you are clearing a building or shooting the shit out of a demon or an Astartes, which are big, tall tin men that are either white or dark egg blue. If you don't know what dark egg blue is, it's kind of like a mix between green and blue. If you see someone in red, don't shoot them. Those are our guys, and you'll probably get your body ripped apart. Now, semi, when you're just moving around outside like this, you'll be using semi, so I should not be seeing auto unless I tell you I want you to use auto. Is that understood?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yep. Right, sweet, awesome, no issues. Right, now we're going to go over aiming. So, if you get your, I remember, if I do this right, I think it's right click to aim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right, so you use right click to aim, or you use the left trigger on the controller to aim. So, once you aim in, you can see that you've got a little scope. Shows a little red reticle in the middle. That is where you want to point towards your target. That is where you want to destroy whatever is going to try to destroy you. That should be easy. Now, remember, when you're using full auto, if you do come across those bad guys that I mentioned, the Chaos Space Marines, or the demons, or, you're inside, you're going to find out you've probably got quite a lot of recoil. Is that Crimson? No, that's fine. Okay. So you'll find out you've got quite a lot of recoil. An easy way to manage your recoil is to mount your gun. So, if you don't know, just pay attention here. As you can see, I'm aiming down range. I've got, like demons in front of me, and I'm laying hate to them. In order to minimize as much recoil as I can, I might mount my gun. As you can see, my gun has moved down. It's now resting on the sandbags.
Do not worry about mounting their weapons. You just need to go through the fire drills like we always done.
Oh, okay.
So, for now, you should get them all up in their fire team rows, like in the firing line with their fire teams. I added extra space down that way to the southwest, just in case there needs to be more space. But just get them, in a proper firing line with their fire teams.
Okay. Alright. Let's do that then. Alright, firing line. So, firing line is where you just shoulder to shoulder with each other. So, this team just shuffle down
form up on
over
me
here.
along the sandbags.
Alright, good, good, good. This is the firing line. Easy peasy. Alright, go and load your guns. I'm gonna stand in front of you here. Alright. I'm gonna say Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, shoot. So, unless I say your team number, you should not be shooting. Alright. Team 1, go ahead and aim down at the targets. Alright. Fire. Fire. Alright. Team 2, aim at the target. Fire. Team 3, aim at your target. Fire. Ceasefire. Ceasefire. Thank you. Draft. Team are you in?
What?
What team are you in? Team 4 or Team 3?
I don't know. You said you formed the teams from left to right. I don't know. You mean you left and you right. You my left. You know.
Oh right. That's interesting. We were all looking the same way. Okay. Go ahead and just stick with this team over here. So just come on. You don't have to be afraid. He's not gonna bite you. Come stand next to him.
Below your guns.
Sweet. There you go. Right. You are in Team 4.
Double tap left.
There we go. Right. Team 4. Aim at your targets. Fire. Awesomeness. That's great. Right. Now, we're going to go over some drill for moving in a minute, but we are going to quickly do some... Oh, that's alright, don't worry. We're going to go over some firing commands, so let's do volley fire. Right, so all of you aim at the target now. Just going to go down the line, make sure you're doing it. Okay. Right. A volley fire is when you all fire at the same time, effectively destroying whatever you need to destroy. So, when I say fire, you're all going to fire once, because you might not be able to hear me that well. So, go ahead and fire. There you go. That is a volley fire. Alright, want to do it again? No? Okay, cool, good. Right. Moving on. Lower your guns. Because I'm on the range now. Alright, we're going to go over some movement drills. So, does anyone know what bounding is?
I do.
Sweet.
I do.
Right, come up. Alright. I need one other person that knows bounding.
Star does.
Okay, I'll go back. Thank you. Alright. These two fine conscripts are going to demonstrate what bounding looks like. So, go ahead and just stand on the log. Alright, so AM, you're Team 1, Star, you're Team 2. Alright, these guys are going to show you what bounding looks like, so if you want, you can follow behind them in order to hear them properly. So, let's begin. Go.
I did. Set.
Alright, go ahead and stop. Right, their example was good. Star, do you have a mic?
I do.
Alright. So when you're moving, you need to let your buddy know that you're moving, so he knows.
Yeah, I accidentally forgot to do it. I said it, but I didn't activate.
When you're moving as well, instead of going to the same log, you go to the one over there. Alright, come on, come back. Alright. We're gonna try that again with you guys. So, let me get... Gallo, you come up. Alright, this time, I'm gonna lead Team 2, and Star, you're gonna lead Team 1. So, Gallo, go with Star. And AM, you'll be with me. Alright, begin.
Moving.
So, Gallo, as you might have heard, so when he says moving, you need to move with him, okay?
Okay.
Alright, go back to your lines. We're gonna try this together to see if we can get this right now, all together. I mean, your actual, like, squad lines. Right. Team 1, Team 2, step up. So Raptor, AFK. You two AFK? You AFK? You're AFK. Okay, cool. We love that. Alright. Wrong part. Over here. Nope. Here. This is your team, Viking and Simon. Over here? Yep, sweet. Alright. Crimson, you're team 2 obviously. Grok, you guys, you're team 1. So, listen up. I'm gonna say begin. Team 1, you're gonna say moving. And team 2, you're gonna say covering. So, team 1, when you say moving, you're gonna move over, while team 2 is gonna be covering you. You're gonna sit here. When you reach here, all of you, you're gonna say set. And then team 2 is gonna say moving. And you'll start giving, suppressing fire. Team 2, they're gonna move over to this log, and they'll say set. And then team 1, they'll say moving, they'll move on to the next log in front, while you guys cover, and so on and so on. So let's give that a try. Alright. Both teams, are you ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Set.
Yes, sir.
Moving.
Covering.
Set.
Covering.
C12. Alright. Simon, remember, stick with your team, bud. We're over
Yes,
there.
sir.
Alright, go ahead and cross over. It's
It
fine.
doesn't need to be perfect.
Right.
Ethan, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Alright.
They get the point. But let me finish this. We'll get on to the next thing.
Alright. Continue, then. Begin.
Covering.
Set.
Set. Covering.
You're done. There's nowhere else to go.
Charge him.
Alright, go back.
Bayonet charge.
Almost back where we were standing earlier.
Alright, perfect. So you guys should all understand that, right?
Yes, sir. I'm going AFK.
Cool. Alright.
Okay.
Follow me.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Alright, go and just stand in front. It doesn't need to be neat or anything. It can just be anywhere.
One AFK by the sandbag.
It's alright. Alright. We're gonna be doing our proper formations now. So, listen up. Right, when you are moving in a formation, should be 5 meters at all times, and then 10 meters during the night.
I'm coming back. I had to do something. I put AFK in the chat, but where is it? Sorry.
It's CAD.
Thank you.
Pick that up real quick.
We all have our things we gotta take care of.
Me?
Oh. Yep, grab that vest from the floor.
Real quick.
There you go.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Right. Yep. So, as I said, 10 meters spacing during the night, 5 meters at all times. So, let's get Team 4. Yeah, Team 4, come up to me. Alright, cool, great. So, first, we're Alright, draft, come here. Right here. Yep, good. And then just come back a little bit. That's good. Alright, this is called a staggered formation. It's a nice, simple zigzag, and this is the road. Cars can move up and down, so we avoid any accidents. Alright, now, moving on. We'll move to a firing line. So, you guys already know what firing line is. I saw you guys do it earlier, so, you know, it's just you guys, shoulder to shoulder. Alright. Single file line. Single file line's easy. I don't really need to show you that. I can just say it,
monkey for me. I don't know if that's for everyone.
Fixed?
Yeah, much better, thank you.
Alright. So single file line is where one person is just stood in the front. So let's get train, come over here. Just stand about here. Yep. Sharp, back up a bit. Bit more. See? Yeah, good. Draft. Just go stem with these. Draft into the line. There's not really any room. This is called. That's alright. This is called a single line. It's just single file line formation. Realistically, there would be a lot more spacing in between you guys in case one of you steps on a landmine. It takes one of you out, not your entire squad. Now, moving on, we have a wedge. So, let's get Milk, stand on my left shoulder. Alright, Train, stand on my right. Alright, and then just spread out a little bit, guys. Alright, so this is a wedge. As you can see, it's kind of like a little arrow. So some people might know it as an arrow formation. Some people know it as a wedge. We call it a wedge. Right. That's really it. We're going to go over cover really quick. When you're moving around outside in, you know, like rural areas, forestry, farmland, etc., when you're taking cover, you want to do it behind something solid. So, something good, for example, rocks, trees, or, you know, like little dirt mounds. There you go. That's something nice to get cover behind. If you're in an urban environment, this means around housing, buildings, you know, towns. Take cover inside of a building or behind a wall or cars or anything like that. Alright. That one was nice and simple. Now we're going to move on to room clearing. This is everyone's favourite part, I'm pretty sure. So,
right, wait, hold on, Ethan. You've done very well. Let me just ask you guys one. So, how many of you guys have ever done other mill sims or? Okay, Spaz, I know your situation, pal. This is like your third time doing this. That's crazy. Yeah. How many of you other guys here have been just in other military groups and or have served in the military?
I've been in another 40k mil sim.
Yeah, so to those of you who are prior active or just been in other groups that taught things a certain way, I'm gonna be very, very clear and honest with you all. I love you all, but we don't really teach it a certain way because no company has standardized room clearing. It is all up to your fire teams. It is all up to your communication with one another. If I wanted you guys to be lore accurate, I would, and I will in fact tell you that we clear 90% of our rooms with a fucking grenade, as is. So
military, Marine Corps doctrine.
Yeah, we're going in very rough. You are committing to it, right? So I know some of you guys who are in the current team leads here for the BCT. It is on you guys to actually communicate with your team on how you actually would like to clear this, because there are so many situations you'll find yourself in. There are so many situations where you cannot take too long in a room. Throw and forbid it gets hit by an artillery shell and it just collapses on you, right? So just with this in mind, guys, we're pretty open about how you actually want a room clear, but the biggest thing we don't want to see is people, and you guys know how annoying this is, people who stop in the middle of the door, right? We hate that. Mm-hmm. And we also don't want people shooting each other in the back. Hence why your positioning is important within the room. You guys are pretty smart today.
Okay, well, it's us three then.
Grenades, yeah. I like the way
Bayonets.
Are you PC or this guy thinks?
PC.
Never clear
Double
something with
tap
bodies
left
that you
control
can
to
clear with
like
an explosive.
lower your gun.
Yeah, but what about shells?
Yeah, there you go.
That'll be
Okay,
half them.
Yeah, that way you don't have to be looking at the ground whenever you're not.
Where's our fourth man?
People, you know?
That's my
Oh, there he
question.
is.
There he is.
Yeah, I mean, I played since Arma.
So basically what we're going to try to do is, unless they're trying to say that there's a HVT or something in there, just toss a grenade in before you go in.
Like one looks inside.
It makes it easier. Either a grenade or a flash. I don't know if they have flashes, but definitely just a grenade.
Frags or cracks. We're not throwing a crack.
Yeah, just definitely just throw in a fucking frag or something.
Because you know how like NPCs AIs are, they just start pushing them.
Because that's, Jesus, demon.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, children, if you all hear me, you guys have like another minute to plan this out. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun.
But yeah, that's the easiest way for everyone to stay alive.
Okay, well, okay, grenade yes, but then what's the second step?
Basically,